In this video, I will give you a PC build with the RX 7900 XT. We are not talking about the XTX version, and I think that this GPU right now is the best high-end gaming GPU in terms of value. And I will explain why throughout this video, but it's really important for you to watch this whole video if you want to buy a high-end system for 4K gaming without having to spend more than $2,000. I will also explain what things you can upgrade if you want a better performance long-term, and I will also explain what things you can downgrade if you want to make this PC build cheaper without losing performance. With that being said, let's start. Of course, the first component that I will talk about is the RX 7900 XT, and I believe this is the best value GPU out there by the time that I'm recording this video because of the prices of the other GPUs. You can find the 7900 XT for $900, basically at its MSRP price, while the other GPUs are well above the MSRP. The 7900 XT costs 30% less than the RTX 4080, and it only gives you 15% less performance. It's also 50% cheaper than the XTX version right now, and it gives you a 20% less performance, and it's about a 40% cheaper than the RTX 3090 Ti, and it's going to give you about the same performance. For this reason, I believe the 7900 XT is the best GPU that you can get for the price by the time that I'm recording this video. Remember, maybe when you're watching this, the 7900 XT, it's a horrible value, but if you're watching this on December and you want a PC right now, this is your best option in my opinion. Now, for the CPU, I picked the Ryzen 5 7600X, but you can easily go with the i5 13600K, as both the 7600X and the 13600K are going to give you a great performance and are about the same platform price. Both have their pros and cons, so if you want something that is going to last long term, I recommend you going with the 7600X since you get the AM5 platform, but if you're a content creator, I recommend you going with the i5 13600K as it performs better. Anyway, you will have a link to all of these components for both Intel and AMD in case you want a different CPU. For the CPU cooler, I picked the Deepcool AK400 Zero Dark Plus CPU air cooler. This one will be enough for the 7600X, and it's only $50, so in my opinion it's a no-brainer. Then for the motherboard, I picked the ASRock B650M PG Riptide Wi-Fi Micro ATX motherboard. Remember, this is AM5 platform, that's why it's $190. In my opinion, it's a bit overpriced, and this is a budget motherboard, so if you want a more premium one, you will have it in the video description. You will be spending around $100 extra, but getting a better upgradability path. However, this B650M will give you enough gaming features. Then for the memory kit, I picked the Patriot Viper Black 16 GB of RAM 2x8 of DDR5 at 5200 MHz, yet 36 memory for $83, and memory came down in price comparing to when DDR5 was launched. However, still a high price in my opinion for a 16 GB of RAM kit. Then for the storage, I picked the P41 Plus 1TB of Gen 4 SSD. This one is really fast and it's only $70. If you're a content creator, then you may want to go with 2TB, and you may want to consider going with higher speeds, but if you're a gamer, this is all that you need, and you can actually downgrade to a Gen 3 SSD that is going to be really fast anyway, and you will be saving some money. Then for the case, I picked the Fractal Design Meshify 2 Compact TG. This is a really nice case. I absolutely love this. This whole build is fully black, so if you like RGB, you're going to be spending a bit of extra money, and you will have the alternatives in the video description. However, back to the video, this case has great airflow and a great design in my opinion, and the price is around $95. But feel free to go with any other case that you like as long as it has good airflow for this GPU and CPU combination. And last but not least, the power supply, I picked the Fantex AMP 850W 80+ volt power supply, but if you're watching this and the price is around $140, I will leave another alternative that is cheaper and is going to perform really good, like the Thermaltake Soft Power 850W 80+ volt power supply. That one is cheaper and it's going to give you the same exact performance, so you will be saving money there. But if the Fantex AMP it's around $100, then in my opinion it's a no-brainer. I do recommend you checking the latest prices to see which one is cheaper. Now, if you want to make this PC cheaper, I do recommend you going with Gen 3 storage instead of Gen 4. You're not going to be losing any gaming performance, and then you can find some cheaper cases and cheaper power supplies. But I believe that if you have $1,700 to spend on a gaming PC, I wouldn't make any of those downgrades since they are not going to save you a ton of money. And if you want something better, of course, I do not recommend you upgrading the GPU because the price difference is going to be at least $400, which is a lot of money. But if you just want a nice 4K gaming experience, high FPS, I don't think that you should be spending 400 extra bucks for some extra performance that is actually not a mind-blowing difference. So what I recommend you doing if you have more money is upgrading the motherboard if you are going with the Ryzen 5 7600X for a more premium one, since this will give you an advantage down the line when you want to upgrade the CPU or you want to have higher RAM speeds. And if you got value out of this video, leave a like and subscribe, but most importantly, hit that bell button so you get notified when I upload this type of content, which I do from 3 to 5 times a week. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for your support, and I will see you on the next one.